This will very likely be the last video I ever make on Meet Kevin. Mostly because I feel like I've said all I needed to say. I think that's the main thing. But I did just want to give one last response to Meet Kevin now that I know that he does watch at least some of my videos. And so, for those who don't know, I made a few videos about Meet Kevin. He responded. Then I responded. And then yesterday, he actually responded again. He typed this whole paragraph basically saying that I can do better and stuff about where I got my research about his comparison to his investing style versus Warren Buffett's. And then, he moved to saying things like, I understand you have a massive bone to pick with me, but when you look under the hood, the conclusions being drawn are wrong. Okay, fine. So here was my response, which did end up getting 10 likes. So obviously a lot of the viewers are siding with me more than Meet Kevin, as he only got 2 likes on his response. So you're free to read what I said, but basically I wrote this entire paragraph where I basically kind of just said everything that I needed to say. I mean, I talked a little bit about what he responded to me, but the main thing of everything that I've been doing is just basically saying that, everything he's been doing is going to get a lot of investors hurt. And I don't think that his investing strategy is a good one, and I don't think people should follow it, because you're basically saying that I'm betting all my money that this is going to happen when you don't know for sure, which is part of the reason why he got so much backlash for pulling all of his money out. I really think that if he just pulled a little bit of his money out, he would not have these problems. And so I just want to read a little bit of what I said. So here's what I said. I said, I honestly think you should apologize to your followers, and I think that would be the best thing for you to do. A lot of the backlash would immediately go away if you just admitted you made a mistake, which is okay because we all do. It's okay to evolve and change. However, there's a reason so many people are upset with you for completely pulling out of the market. It also makes no sense that you pulled all your money out of the market, but then bought some Tesla last week. And I also heard that you recently bought gold or something like that. I also think that a lot more people copy your trades than you think. You may not care, and that's fine. If not, but I think everyone's main issue, Kevin, is the fact that you really stood for something in 2021 during the bull market. And then once the bear market came, you completely flipped out and paper-handed. I think everyone's problem is how you went against everything you once stood for once things got tough. I think some self-reflection is needed. Appreciate your comment, though. I'm done making vids about you. I feel that I've said all I needed to say. Just apologize, man. Your followers made you who you are, and it was their support that got you here. I think you should apologize to them. So as you guys see, I did tell Meet Kevin basically to his face that I'm pretty much done making videos about him, which is true. I think I'm pretty much done. I think I've said all I need to say. It was cool that he responded. At least he saw what I had to say. I think that was important. But, my overall response to Meet Kevin is it really does go deeper than who's right or who's wrong, because obviously, fine, he's smarter than me. Maybe he even knows about the market than me. Fine, maybe he does. But at the end of the day, I think that my main focus here is more so on his followers who are still newbies to the stock market, have probably never seen a stock market crash, never seen a correction, and they're just following him hand over fist with this macroeconomic stuff. And I do not think that he does a good enough job of telling people, hey, you should probably not follow me. You should probably figure out something for yourself, and these are just my opinions. I don't think a good enough job has been done of that, and that's what worries me so much, is because it's very likely that Kevin probably will be wrong, and the reason why is because in life, you just cannot predict these things. Most of the time, you have all these smart, huge hedge funds and analysts who go on CNBC all the time and try to predict the future, and time again, they're always proven wrong. It always happens that whatever you think the market is going to do, it always almost does the opposite. And that's my main worry with Meet Kevin. That's been my biggest gripe pretty much this entire time. And so I don't know if Meet Kevin is going to watch this video, but he's watched a few of my videos, so maybe he'll watch this one. And, my last message that I want to say, because like I said, this is probably the last video I'm going to make. My last message that I want to say to Meet Kevin is I have absolutely no problem with you. None of this is personal. Like I said, you really stood for something in 2021, and I was a fan. I was a follower. I was a fan. But what you did in terms of the flip-flopping and what I believe leaving your followers astray just bothered me so much that I felt like I had to speak on it. And also, I didn't see very many YouTubers speaking on it. And that bothers me too. You know, I did not like Tom Nash's interview. Tom Nash did an interview with me, Kevin, and it was a very softball interview. I'm sorry, but it was. He didn't really ask any hard questions. Dave Lee, kind of the same. It wasn't, you know, I just feel like people weren't really telling the truth. And I think the main reason for that is because Kevin has this insane following and he's very popular and very powerful in the YouTube space. But I feel like in life, you need accountability. And I think that most of what I've done is hold me, Kevin, accountable. You know, I don't think that I came at him sideways or, you know, I hope he didn't take it that way, that I was doing any personal attacks, because I genuinely wasn't. I just feel like somebody has to hold this guy accountable. Even though I've only got 400 subscribers, I don't have a huge following, fine. But I think that my voice meant something, and I think that it got recognized based on the fact that me, Kevin, responded. And so I do just want to say this is very, very likely the last video that I'm ever going to make on me, Kevin. But I just had to say what I had to say, you know. And I think that after saying what I said, I got 2 responses out of him, and I'm fine with that. I'm satisfied with that. I think he heard me out, you know, whether he agrees with me or not, you know, whether he thinks I have a bone to pick with him or not, which I don't, is irrelevant compared to the damage that I potentially think could be done to majority of his followers. And that's the big issue here. And that's been my main thing. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to go back to making videos about stocks and the market and pretty much what I enjoy doing. This is, like I said, this is probably going to be my last Meet Kevin video unless he does something absolutely insane. You know, this I do plan for this to be my last Meet Kevin video. I don't know if he saw my response to him, but I did say in my response to him that I'm done making videos about him. So I do plan to keep my word unless something insane happens. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If me, Kevin, sees this, like I said, hopefully we can talk more. We don't have to do a debate like you and Strongman did, but just a simple DM would be cool because, you know, I just really have some concerns. And if you don't care about how I feel or what I have to say, you think I'm a hater, then that's fine too. But to me, Kevin, you know, I do appreciate you responding to me. And yeah, this will probably be my last video. So that'll conclude this video. For everybody who watched and stayed to the end, thank you so much. Feel free to like it if you liked the video. And if you're here for the Meet Kevin content, there will probably be no more Meet Kevin videos. So do what you got to do. All right. See ya.